Hey guys, welcome back to Firewood Hill. My name is Matt. Today is an exciting day. I actually got a chainsaw sent to me by a company. This is one of those off-brand cheap chainsaws that are coming out of China. And some of them I've seen have actually been decent saws. You know, obviously they're not professional grade, but they're decent saws. And I've been interested in trying one of these just to see how it feels, see the difference, and the pros and cons of having a real chainsaw or a good quality chainsaw versus a cheaply made chainsaw. So let's get into it. All right, guys, this is it. This is how it came boxed. This is a Proyama PCS 68. This is a 68cc chainsaw. This is right in the range that I want a chainsaw at. I think anywhere from 60 and up, or 60 to 80 is really the prime time CC for firewood and for what I do. So this is right up my alley. Let's cut this box open and see what we got. So we got some tape right here, tape right here, and then you just come up and out. All right, so we're double boxed here, so good packaging there. All right, let's cut these open. Oh dang, this kit comes with everything. Looks like a helmet, some gloves, there's a chain. Looks like part of the helmet. There's your scabbard. Dang, comes with headphones. So this saw comes with a 20-inch bar or a 24-inch bar, so we'll definitely check out those. We got all the tools you need. Got your scratch. Looks like I got the Allen wrench for the bolts. Oh, it comes with a file. It comes with everything you need, and there's another dog. All right, so here's our cover. Here's the power head. There's your power head. Heck yeah, man. Here's that. Looks like there's another chain, so that's probably the 3/8 chain. That's probably the 20-inch. And then it comes with all the owner's manuals and stuff like that. So let me get this box out of the way. I'll put everything in an area where it's viewable, and we'll put this all together. Honestly, guys, I didn't know this whole kit came with all this. This is pretty much everything you need other than fuel to run a chainsaw. But over here is all your PPE. You got gloves, you got headphones, you got a oil gas jug, and you have a helmet or a face mask. Then you come with the power head. It comes with the brake off of it, or the side cover already off. Comes with a scabbard. You got your instructions on how to start it, how to put it together, your user's manual. It comes with a 20-inch chain and bar and a 24-inch chain and bar, and then it comes with all the tools required to put it together. So they literally thought about everything on this. So let's put this power head together. We're gonna put the 20-inch bar on it first and see how she works. So here's a better look at power head, guys. You have all this. This is all similar stuff. So you got a choke here, on and off switch, trigger, gas, bar oil. Same thing as a normal chainsaw. This one does say it's 40-1 ratio. I use 50-1, so I might have to lower that a bit just to make sure we're running right. You have your bulb for fuel. So let's put this thing together. Y'all, this makes it super easy. Like I said, I've been around chainsaws, so I don't have to use this. But if you're a first-time chainsaw owner, this is perfect. It literally shows you everything step by step. First things first is you want to put your dogs on. comes with dogs there. This is new to me, install a paper gasket. So these are the gaskets right here, guys. And you install them right here, and it's supposed to seal the oiler from the power head to the cover here. And then you just put your chainsaw on, shows you how to tighten it, all that good stuff, and we're good to go. So that's, like I said, this kit is perfect for a first time chainsaw owner. I mean, they literally thought it all out, so they did a great job on that. Let's put the dogs on here. And these are some decent sized dogs, guys. Like all the steel, a lot of the steels, they come with tiny dogs, and you have to replace them. So it's kind of sad that you buy such a nice chainsaw and then have to put something on it already. These are some decent sized dogs here. Comes with the wrench here. Alright guys, so first step's done. That's all in there. So now we put our paper gasket on here. It comes, I guess they make these gaskets for multiple machines. There we go, so the paper gasket's on there. Now it's time to put the bar on there. I'm going to start with a 20-inch bar. So, again, they make this super easy. If you don't know chainsaws, but you know common sense, the smaller one would be the 20-inch bar, and the bigger one would be the 24-inch bar. This says 84 teeth, 68 teeth. So we're going to go ahead and put the 20-inch chain on here. Alright, here's the chain. Yeah, this is just as nice as a normal chain that we use, so they didn't skimp out on the chain here. Yep, look at those teeth. I mean, it's a good looking chain here, so they did not skip out on the chain, so that's good. Because it's one of these where you have to go behind it. Alright. Wow, that was easy. Cool, so that's on there. Now it's time to put the cover on it, guys. Comes with the brake like normal. 2 of these nuts here. Get it snug. Just 2 nuts. Alright guys, I got it now to where it's holding the bar and everything. We just need to tighten this up a bit. Pull the tip of the bar up and get it snug. There's that. Tighten her down. You don't really have to get these things too tight, guys. Alright. She's on there. Spins. Good. It's just all tight right now. It comes with a scabbard here, guys. 18, 20, 22. So I guess you can cut this to make it fit whatever size you want. I'm going to leave it as the 24 because that's the farthest I would need to guess. I'll just leave it like that, but that works perfect. So we're all set up, guys. This has the easy knob here where you just twist it off with your hand. If you get it too tight, you could put your scrunch in there and turn it. I like these handles. So over here. There we go. It has the string so that it catches the lid. So let's fill this stuff up. Alright. There's that. Alright. Dixie, stop. Sorry, my dog's licking herself right next to us. Alright guys, we're all ready to go, I believe. That's what it looks like fully put together. Looks like a standard chainsaw. It's got your brake, all that good stuff. Nice handle. It does have some weight to it, but that's what you expect with the 60, 70cc saw. It's got these. I guess that's part shipping, I don't know. But yeah. There's your muffler. All that good stuff. So let's see if we'll get her fired up. Alright guys, let's see how easy she fires up. Put your brake on, flip your switch up, pump the bulb 3 or 4 times. 3, 4, let's do 5. You pull the choke all the way out. You pull it until it's about to fire, and then you press the trigger and it should fire right up the next pull. That sounded good. Click. I need to tighten my chain. She idles really well. A little loud though. We got it all marked up. That thing actually has quite good response, guys. Right when I hit that trigger, it was gone. Feels really good. Feels really responsive. That was a quick cut right there. It did it no problem. I would, normal speed that I would suggest on a 68cc saw. It's not quite as fast as my 400 by any means, so I don't know the true horsepower of that thing, but it's definitely not the same as like a Steel 400, which is a 67cc saw. But it did the trick. This is all poplar, so this is pretty soft wood. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna take this up to some oak and see how it cuts there. All right, guys, so we're up here in the upper wood yard, I should call it. This is a stick of maple, and the rest of this is white oak. So we'll give these a go and see how the saw holds up to harder wood. Guys, we're back down here with the poplar. I already got this all marked up. Bigger wood, bigger bar, 24-inch bar. Let's get it. I forgot to mention, guys, this is a full comp, full chisel chain. So it's not like this thing's pulling a skip tooth. It's pulling the real deal. And it went through that pretty good. So let's give her another shot. I skipped this because it had so much dirt and mud on it. I didn't want to dull the chain before we get up to the oak. Chain is still tight, so that's good news. I have a 67cc saw, which I run a 20-inch bar on, and it can't dog with a 25-inch bar, so I wasn't expecting to. I was just trying it out. For this saw, I would definitely use a 20-inch most of the time, but you can see it can pull a 24-inch. So let's go up to the oak and try it out on the oak. All right, guys, this oak's about the same size as that poplar down there. The poplar might be just a little bit bigger, but we're halfway on the bar, so probably only like 13, 12 inches. So let's get this thing fired up and see what it'll do. Well, I just made a rookie move and I put the tip in the dirt. So that's on me. Good news for you is I was able to test out the sharpener and the chain, and we're back up and running. So I guess this is a full out review on this stuff here, guys. So let's get back to cutting this last log here. Oh, we might be out of gas. We are. So we ran one tank through it, guys. That's about normal. What I've cut so far is about normal for my saws. This is 68cc, so it is got a bigger engine, so it's going to guzzle more fuel. One thing that I will say, this is not a deal breaker or anything, but one thing I noticed is how small these holes are for the gas and the oil entry points. It's not a big deal or anything, but that's one thing I noticed. Oh, way too much fuel. There you are, guys. It does the trick for sure. All right, guys, so I've run a tank and a quarter with this chainsaw. I've used a 20-inch bar and a 24-inch bar. And I'm impressed, guys. I am impressed. This is a 68cc saw, so it's bigger than your normal homeowner saw. So I think that is my favorite part about this, is how you can get in a bigger motor for such a cheap rate. This kit, guys, has everything you need other than oil and gas. Everything. It's got the tank for the oil mixer, so you can mix your oil 40 to 1 however you want. It's got the scrunch. It's got all the tools needed to put the machine together. It's got a file, which I've used, and it worked. It's got a mask, gloves, headphones. I mean, this kit is everything you need. The only thing else you would need for safety would be some chaps, which I already had. So at this time, it was like $280. $280, you get all that, and you could start cutting wood today. This is a great firewood saw because it's got the power that you need, and then it's also got the option of having a big bar and a small bar. I like a small bar. You get faster speed, as well as it's easier to sharpen, and you get both worlds with this. For $280, this is a great entry point for anyone who's starting firewood. The one thing I will say is this is a little heavier saw than what a normal person would start with, because it is a 68cc saw. It's going to be heavier, but for the price point, it is unreal. I mean, you see, guys, it did the job, and I can't complain about it. There's only a few things that I would point out, but also you got to remember, I would be considered a professional firewood guy. Not that that's a thing, but I do enough firewood. I have ran plenty of saws to tell you what I like and what I don't like. My Echo has these type of lids, and I actually like them because you could put a wrench in there, tighten it down, untighten it, whatever. It seals great. It doesn't collect dust like the steels do. The only point I would have about these is that the holes are small. They could have made the holes a little bit bigger. It's not a big deal. You just have to get a gas can or your bar oil, something that makes it easier to put in, and that's it. Which I'm pretty sure the gas can works perfect for these. I just didn't use it because I already had my gas. The one thing that was different about this was the gasket on the oiler. Only time will tell how long that lasts, but it comes with 2 of them, so if you lose one, you have the other one. And I don't even know if that would be big of a deal, because who cares how much bar oil goes everywhere? Like, more bar oil, the better. So as long as it hits that chain, you're good. It ran a 24-inch bar, and it oiled the chain just fine. So the oiler works, brake works. The startup is really easy. It's got your, flip your switch, hit your parking brake, pull out your choke till it clicks. You pull start it until it sounds like it's on fire over. You click the trigger, it takes the choke off, you pull it, and you're good to go. I mean, it's super simple, super easy. Yeah, I'm pretty impressed with it, honestly, guys. But like I said, time will tell. We'll see how long this thing will last. I am using it technically commercially. I do this every weekend. So yeah, Proyama, appreciate you reaching out and supplying me this to try out. I've had fun with it. I'm going to continue using it and just see how long it lasts. But it's got everything you would need starting as a firewood guy. It really does. So I'll put the link in the description to this this whole kit. If you'd be interested to try it, go for it. Like I said, I can't find anything where I just like, I wouldn't get this at all, guys. I mean, it's got all the needs for firewood, honestly. And that's why I think it's really geared towards firewood, and it worked well for you. So thanks for watching, guys. We'll see you next time.